My beloved child, I am warning you. You have recently made two serious mistakes. And if you do not take the necessary steps after hearing this warning, you will pay a heavy price. Though the consequences may not be immediately apparent, I see everything, and I know the outcomes of your actions, both those that are visible and those that are hidden. My child, the first grave mistake that I have perceived through the faint signs of your body and soul is your neglect of your health, the priceless gift I have bestowed upon you from the very beginning. You have also failed to listen to the sincere whispers from within, gentle, yet carrying the profound message of life and faith. Think about it. I have given you health, an invaluable gift. Yet, you have been indifferent to it. And by doing so, you are destroying the gift I have granted you. Let me remind you, your life is a blend of my plan and your own choices. Sometimes, unsuitable choices have brought you deep wounds. Isn't your body the temple of mine, and wasn't it I who created it to function in perfect harmony? When you choose to neglect the needs of your body, when you refuse to listen to the signs I have placed before you, you are disregarding the very vessel I have designed for you to fulfill your divine purpose. You may think it was just a few moments of carelessness or insignificant forgetfulness, but understand this: in those very moments, you rejected the opportunity to cherish yourself, to live true to who you are. When you ignore the call of your body, dismiss the voice of fatigue, overlook the small aches, or turn away from a soul that is crying out for comfort, you are stripping yourself of the ability to protect, heal, and love yourself. My dear child, I long for you to realize that every moment of life is a sacred gift I have given you. Your existence is not merely about survival, but about embarking on a journey of discovering the wonders of life, where each heartbeat, each breath carries the message of love and hope. I have watched over you with a heart overflowing with love and deep compassion, not only as an almighty being from afar, but also as a caring parent, always desiring for my child to live a fulfilling, strong, and meaningful life. Imagine your body as a garden that I have tenderly nurtured, where every flower and every leaf holds a story of life, of faith, and of dreams. When you disregard the small signs of distress, you are harming this garden, dulling its natural beauty, and in doing so, diminishing the sacred life, energy I have infused within you. I do not blame you for these shortcomings, for I understand that you have not yet fully grasped the value of this precious gift. But I must speak these words so that you may understand. Neglecting yourself does not only affect your physical health, but it also weakens your spirit, dulls your ability to perceive the beauty in life, and robs you of the opportunities to live fully as you were meant to. My child, when you ignore the gentle reminders of your body, when you do not pause to listen to the voice of your own soul, you are severing your connection to your inner strength, the connection to faith and hope that I always want you to cherish. I long for you to understand that self-care is not merely a physical duty, it is a journey of self-love, a way of expressing gratitude to me and to this life. Whenever you feel exhaustion or a subtle ache, that is the moment I want you to stop. Take a deep breath and listen to what your body is trying to tell you. That is the moment to take time for yourself, for a warm cup of tea, for quiet moments in nature, or simply for a pause to reflect on the meaning of existence. I know that sometimes life feels too busy, too overwhelming, leaving no room for self-care and love. But remember, no one in this world can care for you better than you can, because only you truly understand what is necessary for you to live fully and joyfully. I have always believed that each time you choose to take care of yourself, You are not only protecting the gift of life, but also nourishing your soul, helping yourself become stronger, more confident, and more appreciative of every moment you are given. This is why today, you receive this warning not because I wish for you to live with regret or the feeling of loss for having rejected opportunities to heal and be loved, but because I want you to realize that when you care for yourself, when you listen to the call of your body and soul, you will rediscover peace, the balance between body and spirit. From there, you will become the truest, strongest version of yourself. My dear one, with each new day, the morning light is not just a beginning, it is an opportunity to renew yourself, to reignite the flame of hope, to remind yourself that no matter how many challenges arise, you can overcome them and start again on your extraordinary journey. Rebirth is always real, and every moment holds its own miracle. Let each breath, each step you take, to be a testament to the power of perseverance and sincerity, a declaration that you can stand firm, rise, and shine in your own way. I want you to understand that when you learn to love yourself, when you take time to care for both your body and soul, you will recognize the true value of life. My beloved, I am always here beside you, not to judge or reproach, but to walk with you through challenges, to share in the beauty of life's precious moments. I hope you will open your heart, allow yourself to rest, to heal, and to be loved. For within every heartbeat, within every breath you take, there is a sacred strength that only you can uncover when you choose to listen. My beloved child, remember that even when you may feel alone in difficult times, my heart is always overflowing with love and protection, ever ready to guide you back to the path of complete life and unwavering faith. Do not let negligence and disregard become barriers that separate you from happiness. Let every moment of self-care be an affirmation of life, of love, and of the belief that you are worthy of the best that this universe has to offer. When you take a moment to pause and listen to the voice within, you will realize that health is not just about the body it is also about the soul, about the harmony between your thoughts, emotions, and dreams. It is the bridge that leads you to new horizons of faith and joy. I desire for you to make each day a journey of love, not only for yourself, but also for those around you. For only when you cherish yourself can you radiate positive energy, warmth, and faith in a brighter future. My precious child, let every moment of your life become a symphony of emotions, a song of hope. And remember, even if you lose your way, deep within you still carries the sacred flame I have placed within you since the very beginning. As long as you nurture and care for it, that flame will continue to burn brightly, guiding you back to your true self, strong and filled with love. Know that I have always watched over you with immense love, and my plans for you are always abundant with blessings. For this reason, your choices must align with my will. When you stray, when you make the wrong choices, you open doors that do not belong to me. My beloved one, do not wait until it is too late. Do not wait until your body cries out in despair, for your health is an essential and inseparable part of the journey of life that I have given you. You have the responsibility to care for this gift, not just to maintain physical strength, but also to nurture clarity of mind and the radiant vitality of your spirit. When you are unwell, it not only diminishes your body's ability to function, but also hinders your ability to hear my divine guidance, leaving you without the strength to discern the right path and fully live out the mission I have ordained for you. Know this: only when you are whole and strong in every aspect can you walk steadfastly on the path I have prepared for you. With clarity, and a noble purpose. Neglecting your health is not merely a physical oversight, it is a deep lack of reverence for the sacred body I have created for you. It is also a reflection of a larger pattern of choices, where ignoring my warnings in one area of life gradually leads to ignoring them in others. My child, if you do not care for your body, you may find yourself paralyzed and powerless in other crucial areas that require your attention, from maintaining loving relationships to pursuing the great dreams placed in your heart. This is my warning to you, for I desire nothing more than to see you flourish in every aspect of life, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Only when you honor and care for your health will you recognize the true value of this life and maintain the ability to hear, feel, and discern the teachings I always long to impart to you. My child, when you ignore the signs of your body of pain, prolonged fatigue, or other subtle warnings, you are, at that very moment, rejecting the help I send you. You are severing, with your own hands, the sacred connection between you and the energy of the universe, which I have woven with boundless love to keep you ever awakened. By neglecting these signals, you also turn away from the care and loving protection that the Almighty continuously offers you. You forgo the opportunity for healing, for restoration, and in doing so, you gradually lose the inner strength, the only force that enables you to withstand the harsh trials of life. Imagine that every pain, every weariness, is a sign that your body is calling for attention and care. By dismissing these signals, you push yourself into the darkness of insecurity and disorientation, where the chances of recovery fade, and your connection with the sacred source of life deteriorates. Physical decline leads to a diminished ability to perceive and confront the truths of existence. In time, you will come to realize that every moment of neglect is a moment of rejecting blessings, a moment of refusing the guidance and protection of the Almighty. My child, if you continue to disregard the signs of your body, you will face increasingly severe consequences. At first, these signs may seem minor, but over time, they will intensify, accelerating until your body becomes weak and incapable. Then, you will undoubtedly see that the very things you once deemed insignificant were, in truth, the keys to wholeness, to restoration, and to a life of fulfillment. It is an undeniable truth that when you lose your health, you not only forfeit your ability to protect yourself, but you also weaken your capacity to perceive, to feel, and to comprehend the higher spiritual values. My beloved, never forget that I always send you reminders through the signals of your body and soul that you must live fully, that you must care for yourself in order to maintain your sacred connection with the infinite source of life. Understand this well. Each time you listen and care for yourself, you open the doors to receive protection, restoration, and strength to overcome all challenges. Conversely, if you fail to act, if you allow time to pass in neglect, you will not only lose your health but also your ability to receive the boundless miracles I offer. Act now, my child. Do not wait until your body is too weak to withstand the trials of life. Do not wait until the cries for help from within you become too loud to ignore, for by then, every opportunity for recovery, for transformation, and for elevation will gradually fade away. With each passing day, you will lose your sacred connection to spiritual values, and soon you will find that every aspect of your life becomes unstable if you no longer have the strength to face challenges, whether in work, in love, or in your journey of self-improvement. This is the inevitable consequence of disregarding your health, a consequence that affects not only your body but also extends to your entire soul, weakening your ability to perceive, to feel, and to face the truths of life. Pay attention, my beloved child. Every moment you live is not merely an act of existence, but an opportunity for you to refine yourself. Every action you take to care for your body is an act of self-love, a way for you to respond to the gift of life that I have given you. When you deny yourself this opportunity, you are not only losing physical strength but also dimming the light of your mind, making yourself weaker in receiving my divine guidance. My dear child, I call you to listen to the voice of your body, to take the time to rest, to relax, and to nourish your spirit. And now, I will speak to you about the second mistake you are making. It is procrastination. Yes, you have been delaying important decisions. Do you not see? This is not merely hesitation, but prolonged delay. It causes you to miss the divine blessings I have prepared for you. I understand that in this challenging life, when you stand at the threshold of crucial choices, you may feel confused, anxious, or even find comfort in waiting, in postponing, or in hoping that the answer will miraculously appear on its own. No, remember that my timing is perfect and never flawed. As it is written in Proverbs 3:5-6, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. Every moment I grant you carries a divine invitation to step out of the safety of hesitation, to dare to act in faith. For only through action can the doors to your dreams be opened and the blessings I have promised be fulfilled. My beloved child, I have placed you on a unique path, a journey that only you can choose and walk. With every step you take, you are called to face uncertainty, to embrace risks, and through each decision made with your heart, you affirm yourself as my faithful child. Just as I commanded in Joshua 1-9, be strong and courageous, do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Oh, my child, when you procrastinate, you are not merely avoiding discomfort, the fear of failure, or uncertainty about the future. You are also hindering your own growth and the ability to receive my divine guidance. Those moments of hesitation, though they may seem harmless at first, gradually become an invisible barrier, leading you away from transformation, from growth, and from the fullness of the blessings I have prepared for you. If you do not dare to act, you will be denying yourself the blessings that I have intended for you. Understand that every decision you make is not merely a temporary choice, but a crucial piece shaping your future, opening doors for your spiritual, emotional, and physical growth. Prolonged hesitation gradually erodes your confidence, causing you to miss the opportunity to fully live out the mission I have set for you. My beloved child, I know that the fear of failure and feelings of uncertainty may tempt you to remain in your comfort zone. But remember, no, blessings come from delay. Every moment you hesitate to make a decision is a moment you confine yourself, preventing you from experiencing the power of faith and courage. I call you to be decisive, to follow my divine guidance. Only when you take action, only when you dare to make decisions based on faith, will you realize that every obstacle is merely a challenge meant to help you grow. You will come to understand that life waits for no one, and every moment of hesitation is a precious opportunity, wasted a time in which you imprison yourself in the darkness of doubt, dimming the light of faith and the ability to receive my blessings. Remember, I have entrusted you with a sacred Mishuna path woven with faith and divine love. Look to the witnesses of faith in the scriptures. Abraham, who dared to leave his comfort zone to follow the call of God. Or Moses, who courageously led the Israelites out of slavery. Through their faith and decisiveness, they were blessed and witnessed the miracles of salvation. These examples stand as living testimonies that faith and determination always bring forth great rewards. Moreover, I want you to recognize that when you make bold decisions, you are not only affirming your inner strength, but also honoring my divine promises. As it is written in Proverbs 16:3, commit your works to the Lord, and your plans will be established. Let every decision you make be carried out with devotion and faith, knowing that even if you encounter failures or hardships, they are merely valuable lessons leading you toward growth and perfection. Surely, you remember the words of St. Paul, who warned, "Be very careful. Then, how you live not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity." Ephesians 5:15-16. In light of these teachings, let your faith shine like a torch, illuminating your way through fear and hesitation, opening the doors to the divine blessings I have prepared for you. My dear child, do not allow delay to linger any longer, for every passing minute is an opportunity to demonstrate courage, to become stronger, to shine ever brighter in faith, and to affirm that you are my faithful children who dares to face every challenge in this life. Be decisive. Act now, for time waits for no one. Only when you step out of the shadows of hesitation will you truly embrace the light of my blessings and experience the miracles of salvation. My beloved child, I am the God of both patience and urgency. While I patiently wait for your heart to be ready, I also know precisely when the right time is for you to step into the purpose I have ordained for you. Know this, that perfect moment may never come if you do not take action. My child, I have seen the consequences of hesitation. Though I am always here to guide you, the decisions are still yours to make. Delays can keep you in a state of uncertainty, preventing you from moving forward into the future I have prepared for you. You may think that avoiding decisions protects you from pain or failure, but in reality, you are trapping yourself in a cycle of stagnation. Life is not meant to be lived in fear. My beloved, you must trust that even when you do not have all the answers, I will lead you. Delaying important decisions is a form of disobedience. I have called you to act, to step forward, and to trust in my provision. When you refuse to make those decisions, you are demonstrating a lack of trust in my ability to guide you. Do not be afraid. My beloved, I am always with you and will never leave nor forsake you. When you walk in faith, you will see that I am always there to catch you, to lead you, and to show you the way you should go. If you hesitate, you may fall into complacency, believing that things will work out in time. But the truth is, time waits for no one. Each day is an opportunity to move forward, to align your choices with my will, and to take the necessary steps to fulfill your divine purpose. My precious child, do not waste these days. Do not let fear hold you back. You are not alone in this journey. I am walking with you and will guide you every step of the way. My child, I am not angry with you, but I am concerned. I see the potential I have placed within you, and I know the plans I have for you. But it is your choices, the decisions you make right now, that will determine whether you walk fully in that plan or stray from it. My child, it is not too late to change your course. It is not too late to take the necessary steps to heal your body and make the decisions that will propel you forward in my purpose. I am calling you to awaken from slumber, to open your eyes to the truth. I am calling you to take responsibility for the life I have given you, to stop ignoring the signs, and to step into the destiny I have ordained for you. My child, I know that this is not easy, and I know it may cause you anxiety. But remember this, I will never ask you to do anything without equipping you for success. Trust in my provision, trust in my guidance, and trust in my love for you. I will never lead you into failure, only into victory. Do you know, my child, there are always dire consequences for the wrong choices we make. This is an undeniable truth. But there is also grace and mercy. If you heed my warning, if you pay attention to the voice of wisdom that I am sending you at this very moment, you will avoid the worst of those consequences. You will move forward in my perfect will and experience the abundant life I have promised you. My child, do not be deceived by the temporary comfort of procrastination. Do not be lulled into complacency by the illusion of security. The path I have set before you is not always easy, but it is always worth it. And I am always with you, never for a single moment have I left your side. My beloved child, your health, your decisions, your choice are in your hands. And I, your loving Father, am always here to guide you, to help you, to walk with you. Now is the time to act. This is the moment for you to take responsibility for your choices and step forward in faith. Do not let fear of the unknown hold you back any longer. Do not let the weight of past mistakes keep you from stepping into your future. Never forget, you are not defined by your failures, but by the love and the great purpose I have placed within you. You are stronger than you think. You are more capable than you believe. And with my help, nothing can stand in your way. Take the necessary steps to heal your body, to make the decisions you have been postponing, and to trust in the path I have set before you. Together, we will overcome every challenge and claim every victory. My precious child, listen to my voice today, for I speak to you with deep love and sorrow. Do you know, my heart aches knowing that so many souls, though I have called them with a divine invitation, still choose to turn away from my voice and follow the path of emptiness that the world offers. When one refuses to heed my guidance, the consequences extend beyond their own life. They ripple outward, marking the destiny of those around them, eroding the sacred connection between humanity and the Almighty. My child, I know that when you choose not to listen to my voice, you are deciding to follow your own path, a path that will ultimately lead to devastation. Just like the prodigal son in my parable. That prodigal son, when he demanded his inheritance, left his father's house, abandoning the security of boundless love and the warmth of protection. In pursuit of a life of pleasure and self-indulgence, he thought he knew best, trusting in his own wisdom and thirst for freedom. But soon, he lost everything. He found himself in a foreign land, destitute and starving, stripped of pride, no longer sheltered by his father's care. Only when he recognized his mistakes and dared to return home did he find forgiveness, restoration, and the comfort he had once forsaken. My beloved child, this is what happens when you choose to turn away from my voice. When you reject my divine guidance and pursue the fleeting values of the world, you may be confident that you know what is best for yourself. But I warn you, the world is empty, and its promises are mere illusions. They cannot grant you the peace or the fulfillment of the soul that only I can provide. When you choose to walk your own path, you will gradually realize that self-indulgence and temporary pleasures are unsustainable. They will only lead you to unforeseen consequences suffering, confusion, and loss not only for yourself, but also for your loved ones, your friends, and the community around you. Your heart will feel empty. You will long for an eternal source of comfort. Yet all you will find are mirages. For nothing the world offers can compare to my unconditional love and protection. My child, reflect on the story of the prodigal son. Ask yourself, do you wish to live as he did, demanding his inheritance, leaving his father's house, immersing himself in a life of indulgence and self-satisfaction, convinced that he was making the right choices, only to find himself abandoned in poverty and misery, lost in a foreign land where no one knew him, no one loved him, no one could guide him back to the path of salvation? The prodigal son once had everything sheltered in boundless love and divine promises, but when he ignored his father's voice, he imprisoned himself in a storm of regret and loneliness. Only when he humbled himself, acknowledged his wrongdoing, and returned home did he find mercy, restoration, and the faith he had lost. Likewise, my child, if you choose to turn away from my voice, you will forfeit the opportunity to live fully under the protection of the Almighty. You will never truly experience forgiveness, nor will you feel the healing of the deepest wounds in your soul. You will forever yearn for something the world can never give. Know this, the world, with its temptations and shallow material values, can only offer you fleeting moments of deception, temporary joys, and vanishing illusions. But when you listen to my voice, you will be guided by the light of truth, sheltered in my love, and granted a life of wholeness, where every step you take has meaning, and every decision you make reflects faith and reverence for your Creator. My arms are always open, ready to welcome you back. Just as the loving Father embraced his lost son not with rebuke, but with forgiveness and the promise of new hope. Remember, turning away from my voice will bring inevitable consequences. You will find yourself in pain and confusion, wandering in the darkness of your soul, unable to find your way back. You will long for an eternal source of comfort, but every door the world offers will be closed to you. To forsake my voice is not only to reject the guidance of the Almighty, but also to abandon all the blessings and promises of my boundless love. It is as if you place yourself in a realm of darkness, where all that is good gradually fades beneath the weight of regret and loss. My beloved child, meditate on this teaching and let it permeate every corner of your soul. Understand that when you choose not to listen to my voice, you are denying yourself the opportunity to live a fulfilled life, a life blessed by the love and forgiveness of the Almighty. Only when you recognize that the world is but an illusion, and that true value lies in closeness to me, will you be able to rediscover the wholeness, peace, and joy that your heart has always longed for. Let my teaching be your encouragement, the flame that warms your heart in the dark nights of confusion and loneliness. And remember, no matter how far you may stray, I am always waiting for your return with unfailing love and endless forgiveness. My child, I am speaking to you not only through words but through signs and wonders in history, through the story of Israel, through the story of Abraham, through the teachings of the prophets. When the people of Israel refused to listen to my voice, they placed themselves in the storm of hesitation and insecurity, and as a result, their lives became filled with loss and regret. I gave them clear instructions, yet they chose to listen to the voice of complaint, doubt, and to worship lifeless things, images that could not grant true life. They failed to see that every time they turned away from my voice, they not only harmed themselves, but also forfeited the opportunity to live according to the will of the Creator, losing the ability to fully receive my boundless blessings and love. It was this very disobedience, my child, that led Israel to face devastating consequences, wandering in confusion, experiencing loss, and forfeiting the promise I had given them, enduring a long and weary journey through the wilderness of regret. My child, I do not speak these words to condemn or judge, but to warn you, because my love for you is so great that I never want you to suffer the pain and loss that come from ignoring my teachings. Understand that when you refuse to listen to my voice, you imprison yourself in a world of darkness, away from my perfect peace and protection. I have given you my word, my guidance, and my spirit to be a lamp unto your feet, a light leading your path in this journey of life. But when you choose not to listen, you walk in darkness, and that darkness gradually envelops your soul, dulling your ability to feel the love and blessings I have promised you. The consequences of living in such darkness are not always immediate, but over time, the cracks will widen, bringing destruction not only to your own life but also to your loved ones, friends, and the community around you. Remember the people of Israel in the wilderness show. I freed them from the chains of slavery in Egypt. How I provided for them with a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. How I gave them manna from heaven and water from the rock to sustain them. Yet, despite the priceless blessings and miraculous signs of my power, they still refused to listen. They complained, doubted, and eventually turned to worship the empty idols of the world. Because of their disobedience, they wandered in the wilderness for 40 years, never setting foot in the promised land that I had prepared for them. And this was not a direct punishment from me, but the natural consequence of turning away from the guidance of the Almighty. Not only that, my child, but consider those like Pharaoh, who hardened his heart against my voice in the book of Exodus. I sent Moses to deliver my people from bondage, to bring them into freedom. Yet Pharaoh hardened his heart and refused to heed my voice. As a result, he brought calamity upon himself and his nation. Each time he ignored my command, another plague struck Egypt. But even in the face of these devastating consequences, Pharaoh's heart remained unyielding. The final blow was the death of the firstborn in Egypt, including Pharaoh's own son. Pharaoh's refusal to listen to my voice and humble himself before me did not only lead to his own downfall, but also brought suffering upon countless others. The same is true for those who refuse to hear my voice today. The promised land, the fullness of my blessings and the plans I have for you, will remain beyond your reach if you turn away from me. You may find temporary satisfaction in the things of the world, but the deep, abiding peace and joy that only I can give will be far from you. When you turn away from my voice, you step outside my protection, away from the abundant life I desire for you, and into a life of wandering, confusion, and disappointment. My beloved child, my teachings are not meant to burden you or instill fear, but to help you understand that when my voice is ignored, you lose the sacred connection to the eternal source of peace. When you do not listen to my voice, you are trading the fullness of life for fleeting things, illusions of the world. Reflect on the tragic story of King Saul. I chose Saul to be the king of Israel. At first, he was humble, obedient, and willing to follow my guidance. But over time, Saul began to rely on his own wisdom and turned away from my voice. He disobeyed my commands. And when confronted by the prophet Samuel, he attempted to justify his actions, claiming he had done everything for my glory. But I saw through his heart, and I knew that his disobedience stemmed from pride. As a result, I rejected Saul as king, and his reign ended in failure and ruin. His refusal to listen to my voice cost him everything: his kingdom, his peace, and ultimately, his life. This is the fate of those who reject my voice. When you do not listen to me, when you follow your own desires, you step out of my protection and away from the perfect plan I have for your life. You may not see the consequences immediately, but in time, you will feel them. Without my guidance, without my protection, you will face challenges that seem insurmountable. You will experience fear, confusion, and sorrow. Life will become a battle. And no matter how much you try to fill the void with worldly things, you will never find true peace. I do not want this for you, my beloved child. I do not want you to live in confusion and sorrow. I have called you to a victorious life, a life filled with my peace, joy, and love. But to experience it, you must listen to my voice. My voice is the voice of love, of wisdom, and of guidance. It is the voice that leads you to the best outcome, the life I have designed for you from the very beginning. My child, I call upon you to open your heart and listen to my voice today. Let my teachings seep deeply into your soul, so that you may realize that every word of guidance is a lamp illuminating your path in life, helping you navigate through the storms of the heart, fears, and daunting trials. Remember, when you listen and act upon my words, you will not only be protected, but also granted strength to face every adversity. Your obedience is not merely the reception of information, but an act of faith, reverence, and gratitude toward the Almighty, the one who has given you everything you need to live a fulfilling life, a life abundant with hope and faith. My beloved child, listen to my voice today as a call echoing endlessly within your soul. For I long for you to return to your divine origin, to open your heart wide, to let your soul be illuminated by the light of faith, and to live a life not merely for the fleeting matters of the world, but also for my teachings, words filled with profound wisdom, boundless compassion, and divine blessings. When you listen and walk according to my voice, you will realize that your life is never alone, that in every trial and hardship, I am always by your side, guiding you through life's storms, shielding you from all harm, and granting you an unshakable hope, the hope that your life will always be complete under the radiant love and divine grace of the Almighty. My child, let every passing day be a day you live in true peace, in steadfast faith, like an unshakable rock, and in my boundless love. Ask yourself, do you hear my warm call in moments of solitude, in times of trials and challenges, or do you allow the fleeting temptations of the world to drown out my sacred voice? I am watching over you with a profound love, a love that never fades. When you listen to my voice, you will gradually realize that true values do not come from the ephemeral things of this world, but from a firm connection with the Almighty. I have given you teachings filled with supreme wisdom, the words of kindness, and promises of divine blessings, so that you may live a life beyond the illusions of the temporary, so that you will not lose yourself in vain pursuits that bring only fleeting joy and spiritual emptiness. My child, when you choose to listen to my voice and let faith illuminate your mind, you will feel that every moment of your life is a precious gift, an opportunity to live fully under the light of divine love and the infinite blessings I bestow upon you. Keep your heart ever open, receiving all the guidance, teachings, and blessings I send forth to nourish your soul. Live each day with a heart full of hope, Let these moments become a journal of faith, of restoration, and of dreams ignited by the light of faith. My beloved child, I have spoken all that needs to be said. I hope you will reflect on everything with reverence, just as I do with you. Always remember that in this life, health is a precious gift I have given you, and your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. As written in 1 Corinthians 6:19-20, do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit, who is in you, whom you have received from God? You are not your own. This reminds you to take care of your health, for it is not merely a physical duty, but also a spiritual responsibility and expression of your reverence for me. My child, I have shown you that your life has been given a purpose. Therefore, live with awareness and wisdom. As Apostle Paul teaches in Ephesians 5:15-16, be very careful. Then, how you live not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity. Because the days are evil, know that every moment is precious and should not be wasted on hesitation or delay, whether in taking care of yourself or making important decisions. When you hesitate and neglect what I have warned you about, you not only miss the opportunity to improve your health, but also refuse to receive the divine blessings I have prepared for you. For as James 4:17 reminds us, if anyone, then, knows the good they ought to do and doesn't do it, it is sin. This emphasizes the importance of acting at the right time rather than allowing procrastination to obstruct the path to blessings. My child, do not forget that caring for your health is not just about maintaining a healthy diet, exercising, and getting proper rest. It also requires you to nourish your soul, sustain mental clarity, and cultivate a positive spirit to face life's challenges. Physical health is the foundation that enables you to pursue your dreams, achieve your goals, and live a fulfilled life according to my will. In today's world, where work pressures, busy schedules, and the temptations of worldly distractions often make it easy for you to neglect your health, my call becomes more urgent than ever. I do not want you to let your body suffer the consequences of neglect, but rather to cherish every moment and every opportunity to maintain your well-being. Remember that when your health deteriorates, both your body and spirit suffer, and you may lose the ability to perceive and receive the protection of the Almighty. My child, remember this. Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. Romans 12:1. These teachings encourage you to recognize that every time you take care of your body, you are not merely striving to preserve your health, you are performing an act of reverence toward me, a response to my boundless love. My child, I call you to live with the dedication to care for your own health, for it is an act of honor toward the one who has given you all things. As Isaiah 41:3 promises, but those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. You will be granted strength and restoration. All these blessings come from taking immediate action, not from delay. Remember, when you let go of hesitation, procrastination, and neglect, you will unlock the inner strength I have placed within you, my beloved child. In reality, when you strive to take care of your body and soul, you are simultaneously honoring the sacred temple that I have given you. This not only strengthens you physically, but also enriches your soul, making you more clear-minded and full of energy to face all the challenges of life. My child, beyond taking care of your health. Making decisions without hesitation or delay is also a way to affirm the sacred connection between us. It is a testimony to a living faith and unwavering determination in maintaining a life of order and meaning. Just as Proverbs 3:5-6 teaches, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight." This reveals that if you place your trust in me, obey, and act according to my guidance, you will always walk on the path of truth, peace, and divine blessings, my dear one. Therefore, I call upon you today to decisively abandon all hesitation and procrastination. Live proactively, cherishing each moment given to you. Know that every small action, whether it is choosing a healthy meal, setting aside time for exercise, or simply taking a few minutes to pray and meditate on my words, contributes to a fulfilling and blessed life. These actions not only protect your health, but also build a firm foundation for your spirit and soul, so that when trials and hardships arise, you will stand strong, unshaken by fatigue or disappointment. My child, now, I ask you, how long has it been since you quieted your heart to listen to my voice? When was the last time you truly heard me? I know that pausing to hear my call amidst the noise of life, the temptations, and the chaos of this world is not easy. But the harder it is, the more you must strive to seek my words at this very moment. Reflect deeply, for I never send messages in vain, nor do I utter empty echoes. What you hear is the voice of divine love, the call of eternal life. Remember, in every moment of your life, I am always present, watching over you with boundless love. Not for a single second have I stopped calling you back to your origin, to the one who gave you life, I hope, and a path filled with peace and joy. My child, always remember that this life is not a series of random events, but a divine plan woven by me, the Almighty. My teachings and warnings are not meant to punish or condemn, but to protect you, to guide you away from the snares of this world, and to lead you into a life of true meaning. My child, ask yourself, do you truly listen to my voice in your moments of weakness? Have you allowed the echoes of self-pride and reliance on yourself to drown out my calling? Turning away from my voice is the very step that leads you to the brink of loneliness and despair. It traps you in a maze of fleeting values, where joy is but an illusion, and happiness is as fleeting as sand slipping through your fingers. Recall the moments when you felt the warmth of my words, the times when, amid countless hardships, you recognized that I was with you like a faithful friend or a father, ever ready to embrace his child's return. These memories are not just marks of my protection, but living proof of my everlasting love for you. My beloved, do not wait until the consequences of neglect overtake you. Do not wait until you are engulfed in the storm of confusion and despair before rushing back to me. Hear my voice now. Open your heart and soul, so that you may know, no matter how far you have gone, no matter the trials you have endured, my comfort and love are always waiting for you on the other side of the door. Let each day be one lived according to my teachings, a day in which you feel the blessings and light of faith, a day where you take pride in the choices that lead you to restoration and wholeness. You will smile when you realize that the vanity of this world is but a passing breeze, while my love and protection are eternal, a source of strength that never runs dry. I am always with you, guiding you through every storm, shielding you from all sin, and granting you an unshakable hope that, though everything around you may change, you will always remain embraced in the arms of divine love. My child, deeply reflect on my words today. Let these words take root in your soul as seeds of faith, gratitude, and steadfastness. Remember, only when you dare to listen and return will you see that. In every trial of life, I have embedded a message for you, one of restoration, forgiveness, and a new beginning, overflowing with grace. So, my child, come back to me now, with an open heart and a soul ready to receive the light of faith. I always wait for you with open arms, ready to lead you back to my sacred heart, where all that was lost is restored, and every dream is fulfilled in the boundless grace of the Almighty. I call you not with empty words, but with the voice of sincere love and compassion, just as Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Matthew 11:28. These words echo within the soul, reminding you that no matter how lost you may be, no matter how the temptations of this world may cause you to forget your true origin, I am always here, ready to receive you again. My child, you must make a choice now. Do not hesitate any longer. At this very moment, you must listen to my voice and courageously follow the path I have prepared for you. As Jesus said, "My sheep listen to my voice. I know them, and they follow me." John 10:27. This means that you will be embraced by the unconditional love and divine protection of the Almighty. With me, you will overcome every storm in life. My beloved child, now is the time for you to decide. Will you continue to live in vanity, lost in the darkness of pride and regret? Or will you return to me, allowing your heart to be ignited by faith, your soul to be healed by my teachings, and your life to be made whole? And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him. Romans 8:28. Through today's message, I promise to grant you strength, comfort, and unwavering faith for the journey ahead. My beloved child, I want to remind you that this is the path to life. This is the path to peace. This is the path to eternal joy. Listen to my voice today and walk the path I have set before you. Click subscribe and turn on notifications so that we may receive the living word together. Build unshakable faith and walk in the boundless love of God. Amen.